It's 5 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
Shh, listen.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world. Polkas After Dark. This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now. It's another live broadcast. Special edition. Now your host, your USPA IJs of the Year for 2023, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, well, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Whatever it is, it's all good because you guys are here with us.
And we're here with you.
On Polkas After Dark, Facebook Live, also YouTube.
I almost said the other one.
The other one. Oh, the other one's gone. The other one's history is
gone.
Hey, life is simple. See it? Life is simple. That's what you want to keep it as. Life is simple.
Life is happy, life is simple.
Okay, all right. Happy wife, happy life, whatever they call it. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. But we want to say hello to Linda P., Linda Petrozeski. Chris Ebel is here. Also, Mark and Tony. Hello to you guys. Welcome to Polkas After Dark. Also, let's see.
We have Tim Creenan with us.
Tim Creenan, hello to you, Tim. Welcome. Is he over there in Facebook or YouTube?
We have a number of people with us. They're just not chatting yet. But Tim signed in and said, hi, Robin and Jerry.
Well, hello to you and the lovely missus. I hope they're stateside, and well, they're stateside all the time, but I hope they're here in New York versus Florida, because, man, they're just like all over the place in Florida. Mostly, you know, with that guy with the ears.
M-I-C.
Yep, that's him. That's him. You got that right. No, don't. Please don't finish that.
M-O-U-S-C.
Okay.
Hey.
All right, no. Hey, but you know what? We're excited because we're going to be talking live very, very soon with Mr. Craig Ebel from Minneapolis, I believe, to be exact. And he, of course, is with Diversico, and he's had a whole huge list of things that he has done over the years, and we're going to be excited to talk to him about all of that. But right now, folks, let's start out the broadcast. You're going to say, well, didn't you start this out last night with this same song? And the answer, of course, is yes, we did. But what a great song it is. It's off of the one of their recordings, and I think it's called I Hot, if I'm not mistaken. And here is one called Arcade Polish Day Parade Polka.
Celebrate up and down arcade. Musicians play their music loud. Come on out and join the crowd. People shouting "Hopsasa, smacznego Polska kiełbasa." It's the Arcade Polish Day Parade. Friends all meet upon the street, up and down arcade. Times of fun and stories told of Polish celebrations old. People shout, na zdrowie twoje, a gardło moje, hey, hey!
Yeah, that's a little bit of Craig Ebel Diversico. And of course, I was corrected by Mr. Christopher Ebel. He says, no, that's off of the
Unanimously approved CD.
Yes, sirree. Okay, right, Chris, it's your turn now. Go ahead. Tell us what this one is from. Hey, we're going to say hello to Arlene Gavrinsky. She's here along with David. We're going to say hi to Basha, Lynn, and Bob. They made it to Chicago for the DNC. Congratulations to you guys. Glad you made it.
Mi dzisiaj wesoło, bo muzyka gra, hej, ładnie śpiewa. I jeszcze do tego moja dziewczyna, taka wesoła, rączkami wywija, razem śpiewamy, tra la 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 la. Do boły, chłopaki, do boły! Ta moja dziewczyna dla mnie wybrana, hej, jak malowana. I jeszcze mi dziewczę nie kocha. Nie gra muzyka do samego rana, będzie mi śpiewać tra la 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 la. Na lewo, na prawo, wszystkie do tańca, everybody! Hop, 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 łapa! Gdzie ona mnie kocha, to się, że ja ją też kocham, świście wierzę. Więc teraz jest czas na zapowiedzi dać. Wy, muzykanci, będziecie nam grać. Grajcie, muzykancie, grajcie, hej, hej!
Hey, that's right. Mr. Christopher Ebel is the winner. He wins a CD, and we'll get it out in the mail to you.
It's called I Hot CD, right?
That's
in your
right. Yep.
nice little hot hands.
Perfect. He'll have them. He'll have them by Tuesday. That's right. Hey, gosh, you guys are tuned to Polkas After Dark. We do appreciate you. You do know that. We're going to say hello to Robert, and I believe his last name is pronounced Reka. I hope that is correct, Robert. Let's see. We're going to also say hello to Vinny Lack. And we did say hello to Basha and Bob. They made it successfully.
Alice Fischler is back with us today.
Alice, hey, John Garrick is here. Hello to you, John. And also Linda Chipchak Merwin. So that means if Linda is in the house, then of course so is Marty, and so is Dad Mike. We're going to say hi to everybody out there Rochester way. We've got it. Yeah, Ra-cha-cha. We're going to play a tune right now by Mr. Tony Blazonczyk in the new phase off of that brand new recording at Phase Value. And once again, we want to remind you that very, very soon we're going to be talking live with Mr. Craig Ebel, all the way from Minneapolis, Minnesota. He agreed to come on to do an interview, and he's just like, why do I want to do this? He's
excited.
Pacing back and forth. Why do I want to do this? Well, because you're a star, Craig, that's why. And you also have a son that is a star, too, so keep that in mind, buddy. Again, here's that song promised by Tony Blazonczyk's new phase. Here's one called Polka Lover. I love this riff on this song. Hello hello to Chris Curtis. He's joining us. Also, Dave Lisowski's over there in YouTube.
It takes all kinds of music to make the world go round. Pop and jazz, R&B, folk and country sounds. There's classical and rock and roll. And if you haven't guessed, the one I haven't mentioned is the one that I love best. I'm a polka lover, Polish through and through. Polka lover, baby, I'm talking true. Polka lover, have been from the start. Sometimes I feel like polka music's flowing through my heart. There's something about polkas that makes me wanna move. The horns, the drums, the box and bass make for a real nice groove. There's tunes like Celebration or My Mary Lou. There's plenty more where that came from. I'm sure you know a few. I'm a polka lover, Polish through and through. Polka lover, baby, I'm talking true. Polka lover, have been from the start. Sometimes I feel like polka music's flowing through my heart.
Tony Blazonczyk, New Phase, off of that brand new recording at Phase Value. And that, of course, is the Polka Lover. We want to welcome some more folks into the chat room. Marcia Moscato is here. Hello to you. She's probably still celebrating her birthday. I think it's going to be an all-birthday month for all of us.
There's just a lot of you.
And Samara, of course, is another one. I saw her on earlier today. Yeah. Hey, good afternoon to Donna Zielinski. Donna is here. Hello to you there, kiddo. Also, let's see. You thought I said you2 instead of YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's what it sounded like to me.
that happens. That happens a lot. Hey, let's go ahead. We're gonna grab another song right now. How about a little bit of Jan Simon in the musical airs? Here's one called Oi, Oi, and another Oi.
Nie
Hey, Jan Simon, the musical airs a little bit of oi, oi, oi. You know what? Since we have Dad Mike here, we have to play a song from a band that he loved listening to when they were around. Here's a tune for you, Mike, called Kalina Vlesha, and here are the Jolly Jays.
For another Zabava experience. August 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Erie, PA. Featuring Lenny Kamolka and the Chicago Push. Ryan Joseph from Alan Jackson's band and Didio Grudney from Nashville. Together for a stellar performance on Friday night. On Saturday, don't miss the Marvels and the Cosmics in the afternoon. And the Fantastic Maestros Men on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, we will feature Frankie Lishka and Blue Magic.
Will be singing.
And get this, admission is free. Of course, the homemade Polish food is the real star, all made by Holy Trinity volunteers on site with love. It doesn't get much better than this, so join us for our 31st Holy Trinity Zabava, August 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Erie, PA. For more information, go to holytrinityrc.org. Zabava, Erie, PA.
And Zabava, yeah, don't forget, kids, we are not going to be here next week, Saturday or Sunday, because Jerry and I are going to be celebrating my birthday all weekend long with a whole bunch of people, as a matter of fact. Would be nice if we could kidnap Donna Zielinski and bring her down to Erie, Pennsylvania for Zabava, too. That would be a lot of fun. Let's see, we've got Linda and Marty. We've got Ricky and Jen, Linda P., Danny, Carolyn, Pete Skovrin, Val Skovrin. Let's see, who else?
You
Marcia?
know all those.
Did
Yeah,
I say Marcia Moscato? Yeah, Marcia's going. Chris Tansky's going.
Chris Tansky's
I think she's going Friday, and she may be going back Sunday. I don't know. You know, we could
What's
probably.
nice is Erie's not that far away for anybody. You
no.
hop on the 90 and you're there in an hour, hour
Yep.
and a half.
Yep.
It ends early enough, 10 p.m. being done.
Yeah.
Well, 10:30, 11. You know how that goes.
Yes.
One more.
And we understand that Steve Gramala from Dunkirk is going to
Yeah.
be manning the desk at the hotel that we're staying at. So we will slip him like a $5 or a $10 bill, and he'll be real quiet. He won't say anything if we cause trouble out there. That's for sure. No, I know Steve's going to be there too. That's going to be a lot of fun as well. Hey, Johnny Garrick said, let's see here. Really enjoy the program. Keep up the fun. Keep up the polkas. And I have to say stop here just for a second. So hold on. Okay, well, sometimes it works on the first one, sometimes it doesn't. Jeez, oh, whiz.
So Vinny Like said his birthday is August 21st. So wishing you a happy early birthday. And he wants you to play something because it's all good.
Vinny who?
Lack.
Vinny's birthday is the 21st?
That's what he said.
You gotta be kidding me.
There's a
What
lot
is
of
with
August
all
babies.
of these people in August? Michelle Boychuk just celebrated a birthday 2 days ago.
So
3
if you
days
go
ago.
back 9 months,
Okay.
it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
so
are you getting at?
I think a lot of people tried to stay warm.
Okay.
Like in December, January, and then you guys came around in August. So, like, it had to be December, though, right?
Let's see. December,
I'm gonna have to figure
January,
that out.
February. Well, that's 9 months because it's 8 months. January through
Right.
August is 8. Yeah. Hey, folks, you learn a lot here. I guess you do know that.
So everybody was keeping warm. That was my point.
We're doing math, plus we're educating you here. Boy, what a great show
And how
this
long
is.
you have to be pregnant.
What a
to
great
have a
show
baby.
this is. Wow. Hey, how about a song by the New Brass Express as we get Mr. Craig Ebel on the phone to shout at everybody. Here is CJ Lakowski on the vocal with one called Wherever You Are. Here's the New Brass Express.
I wanna be wherever you are. You're my dream, you're my shining star. My life here would be so lonely without you, because I only want to be wherever you are. I wanna go wherever you go. Right or wrong, I'll still love you so. If you leave me, I'll be lonely. Say you'll stay, because I only want to be wherever you are. Muszę ja iść, gdzie miła czeka, gdzie droga krótka, gdzie daleka. Bez ciebie, gdzie smutno mi i muszę być tam, gdzie ma miła czeka. Muszę ja iść, gdzie ty też idziesz. Bardzo cię kocham, to też ty też. Nie zostawię serce smutno, muszę być tam, gdzie ma miła czeka.
Oh, yeah, there you go. A little bit of the Brass Express. I said the New Brass Express, but that was the Brass Express band. Polkas After Dark is what you're tuned to right here. We're going to be getting Mr. Craig Ebel on the phone right after this next tune. And we're going to play this one for everybody out there. Here's everybody that's a fan of violins. Here's one called Violins Play for Me.
Grańcie mi szczypeczki, grańcie mi wesoło, a ja se zatańczę dziewczynom wokoło.
Craig Ebel, Diversico, violins play for me. And folks, we are very, very happy to bring to you live from the state of Minnesota, Mr. Craig Ebel in person. Craig, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well right now.
Beautiful. That is great, sir. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me and Jerry this Sunday afternoon. But I'm going to start out asking the questions that I usually do of the musicians. I usually ask, well, how old were you when you heard your first polka? So let's go ahead and start out with that, Craig.
Oh, my. Probably pretty much right out of the womb, I would say. My mom and dad built the Bellray Ballroom here in Minnesota. And, yeah, I mean, I used to be babysitted by my aunt at the ticket counter, and I would be down in a little makeshift bed by her feet while she took tickets at the ballroom. And so, yeah, I couldn't tell you when I first heard my polka, but just growing up in that ballroom atmosphere, Dad would always get record albums from the bands and stuff like that. So I started collecting albums a long, long time ago, and I still got many of them today.
Interesting. Well, and I also want to preface this conversation with congratulations on your IPA Hall of Fame induction back in 2012. Gosh, that was 12 years ago already.
Yeah, it was also the same year Eddie B died. I'll never forget that.
Yeah,
that's the same year as that, and yeah, it was quite an honor. All of a sudden, the accolades started coming my way, and it's been pretty good ever since. Now that it kind of quieted down now. But my son Christopher, he's the one that kind of keeps pushing me here and keeping the band going and helping me with the radio shows and stuff. So, and you know, that's what we do. We just keep her going.
And let me tell you something. You are not only a musical talent, but that son of yours, Christopher, is a genius. I mean, with all the different instruments, all the different instruments that the kid plays. When I interviewed him, which was probably a few months ago. When I interviewed him, I hope I didn't embarrass him, but I played that video of him playing drums when he was like 3 or 4 years old.
Oh yeah, that really helped us out a lot. That was taken behind the stage at this children's festival in downtown St. Paul, and it was just the right thing. And we got over 500,000 hits on that thing. And then TV stations started calling, wanting to do follow the band around, watch him play. We had 2 different local stations, and then also there was a feature in our Star Tribune on him and stuff. And it's like, you know, publicity is always good, whether you spell the name right or not. It's all good publicity. And we started playing a lot more ever since that. And of course, we'd have to feature him. But now he features himself. He's 19 and he's just the world out there. You know, unlike you and I, Robin, starting in the polka bars and stuff, I mean, he's right out of the gate. He's playing with Polka Country, Polka Family.
Yeah. Yep.
Dinah Brass flew him out for a weekend.
Yeah.
So and of course he plays with my band and a couple of the other local bands.
Your band, the Polish Connection, as well. I've seen him on stage perform with. Just a fantastic kid. I got to tell you, congratulations. Hey, tell us about the radio shows. It's polka time.
Well, out of high school, I went to Brown Institute Radio TV Broadcasting School, and there was a local station, WMIN. They used to call it Polka 1010. It was sunrise to sunset, only 250 watts of power. I had more, power in my hairdryer. It's crazy. but they played 80% polkas, 20% country. And again, sunrise to sunset. So come wintertime, the station would be going off the air at 4:30. But that was my first radio job while I was still going through the broadcasting school. It was pretty cool. I haven't even graduated yet. I already got a radio job. And then after that, I moved up on the Iron Range of northern Minnesota. And that's like Frankie Yankovic City. That's all Slovenian up there. Major heavy-duty Slovenian button boxes and stuff. And then I kind of cut my teeth on like afternoon drive. I did afternoon drive at a MOR station, and then evening and weekends and stuff like that.
Wow.
Eventually moved back down to the cities and at that time there was no polka show per se around the Twin Cities. There was a sprinkling from southern Minnesota, western Minnesota, but it didn't really cover the Twin Cities. So a friend of mine, Butch Jamber, him and I got together. We approached the station. We bought airtime, and we started a show. And then another station from the cities here showed interest in a show. So I started my own show, and that was 1990, 91, I think. And it just started from there. And then stations started wanting shows. I guess I was producing a pretty unique product. It's a total 100% variety. It's like a third Polish, third Dutchman, third Slovenian, and then sprinkle in anything from Tex-Mex, Conjunto, Tejano, international stuff. And I started getting calls from stations, and I'm doing all these separate shows, and I'm like, wait a minute, now this is getting to be a little too much. So I worked it down to one generic show. And the show is offered either in a 2-hour format or a 1-hour format. And at one time, I was on 26 stations at one time. It was pretty cool. and it's still going today. I'm currently, I believe it's 19 stations.
Oh, holy smokes.
The demand has kind of shifted here. Whether stations change format, they go dark. They can't find sponsorship.
Sure.
And it's a free show to the stations. It's 100% barter.
Wow.
So, and I've seen it where I've had my show on big 10-inch reel-to-reels, cassettes, and then we were sending out CDs. Well, I'm glad that quit because that postage would have been nuts by now.
Oh yeah.
And now it's all Dropbox, FTP'd, but yeah, we're currently heard on 19 stations, all mostly around the Midwest. But I have a station in Indiana, one in California, Nebraska, and then all over Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa.
Unbelievable.
So it's done really well. So I'm very happy for that. And
you've been extremely successful. You've been extremely successful all your life. Tell me, what was the first instrument that you picked up?
Probably trumpet. I started trumpet in junior band.
Oh wow!
And my idol band of the time, especially in the latter 60s, was the Jolly Brothers, Gene Thomas and the Jolly Brothers. And they wore sashes, they wore vests. It was a 5-piece Polish band, and they were barnstorming the Midwest here. I even heard one time Eddie B was pretty nervous about them. They're being so popular, playing, every night of the week and stuff. And
sure,
that was my childhood band. And I started on trumpet. And then there was this 5th grade, I had an accident and I broke my wrist.
Oh,
the damnedest thing. We were doing like a train on a slide, running up and down the slide, sliding down as fast as you can. And then it started to snow and my sneaker caught the slide and boom, I go over and I broke my wrist. Well, I had to sit out playing and I had to sit out playing in the band and stuff. And then I was just sitting at the trap set. They called it the trap set back in the day. And I'm just kind of messing around. And all of a sudden the band director stops. He goes, "Here, grab a couple sticks." And he showed me this kind of a real simple rock beat. And then I started playing drums. So I broke my wrist to become a drummer.
Amazing. And so what did you move on to then after drums?
Probably just keyboard. I always had a permanent pass to the band room and the choir rooms during high school and stuff. And I'd just go into a practice room and just start putzing on the piano and learning the circle of fifths and the chords and stuff like that, which was fun. And I like the amplifiers. I just loved all the tonics that Jerry Rajewski plays. And it's cool. It's really, I like that kind of piano work. Yeah. And then it was a challenge. I was playing with Bernie Mazurik's White Eagle Concertina Band. And I picked up a concertina and I just started putzing with it. And he's like, because I was the youngest one. I was 17 at the time. He's like, kid, you'll never play concertina. Just put it down. You ain't even worth your time. And I saw that as a challenge.
Beautiful.
And then I played concertina. I started playing and of course, a lot of the music that we hear today, a lot of the real good bands of today and stuff, they don't have music for concertina sheet music for a lot of these songs. Sure. So I had to learn by ear. I also did learn by concertina music, the basic songs, but you wanted to go hear, learn the Green Woods polka or Green Bridge polka or something like that. You had to come up with your own version of it in your head.
Oh.
So then I started playing concertina, and now they don't even let me drum in my own band. I have to play concertina in my own band now.
The whole time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, that's because Christopher usually grabs the drumsticks from what I have seen in various pictures and videos. Now, what other are there any other instruments that you play, Craig, besides concertina?
That's enough.
That's enough.
That's enough. Well, yeah, anything keyboard. I can kind of fumble my way on an accordion a little bit, but pretty much keyboards, piano, concertina, and drums.
Who was the first band that you ever performed in?
My first band, and it was like 10 or 12 years old, was Jolly J.
Jolly J, okay.
Jolly J. He was from Wade Park, Minnesota, about an hour north of us here in the cities. And he played tuba. He played tuba with several different bands over some of the bigger ones like Fez Fitry and Six Fat Dutchmen and some of these well-known Dutchman bands.
Yeah.
And at his time, the accordion player, which I didn't know, his name was Jim Lampert. And Jim actually ended up being the accordion player for Bill Cherniak and Polka Soul in their big heyday. So, and Jim and Bonnie Lampert are from the Little Falls area north of here. And that was my first job. It was on a flatbed trailer truck at a county fair. And I was using a set of drums, and they were all falling apart. And I think I made $25 that night.
And I'm glad that you brought Mr. Bill Cherniak up, because Mary Lou Cherniak is in the chat room here with us. She's listening to your interview. What a great gal. Tell us some of the bands that you've actually played with other than Jolly Joe.
Jolly J.
Jolly J, sorry.
Jolly J. After Jolly J, then I got hooked up with my dad knew a lot of bands from booking the bands at the Bell Ray and musicians and stuff. And one of his bartenders, Aloysius Durkee, had a band, and he had anything from a 2-piece band, just accordion and drums, all the way up to a 12-piece band where you got 3 reeds, bass, piano, 2 brass, and larger band. And he fancied the works of Lawrence Duclos' Red Raven Orchestra. And so I joined up with this Al Durkee and the Melody Artists, and we play a lot of 4-piece gigs, trumpet, sax, accordion, and drums. But then he started recording, and we started doing 8, 10-piece, 12-piece gigs. And I was with him for a good 5 years. And then, then it went to Ernie Mazurik's White Eagle Concertina Band. I was about 2.5, 3 years. Then I got my radio job up in northern Minnesota. I actually joined a Slovenian band, Frankie Kramer. He was originally from Cleveland, so he played all the old Johnny Pecan, Kenny Bass stuff, and I learned about that music. Came back down to the cities. Word got out that I was back in town, and kind of a long story short, I ended up with the Mrzinski brothers.
Oh, okay.
For a good, about 3.5 years, almost 4 years, until Tom's passing. And then I went to John Filipchek and the Classics for a good 5-6 years. And then I hooked up with this Roger Bright from New Glarus, Wisconsin. Very, very proud. And monetarily, it didn't pan out at all, but musician-wise, I got to play with some of the best Slovenian-style polka musicians, and I was with Roger a good 5-6 years. Got off the road with him, ended up with the Bruce Bradley Band. He was an accordion player from central Minnesota here.
Oh, gosh.
Also, Crazy Carl, if you've heard of him. Crazy Carl Hartwig and the Country Dutchman.
Yes, I have heard.
That's when the beard got long and the hair got long. Kind of living a hippie life there for a while, playing with him. And then finally put my own group together, and I still play out with different bands, from Johnny Cash cover bands to Slovenian bands to Dutchman bands. I work a lot now with this Barefoot Becky.
Okay.
She plays a lot in the area. David Austin, which is a Slovenian accordion player from the Madison, Wisconsin area. And whoever else calls. If it's in my book, I'll play it.
Gotcha. Now, tell us first of all, how did Diversico actually get the name? How did the band get the name Diversico?
Well, at the time when I was married, me and my wife, we put together this group, and since we're both German Bohemian, German Norwegian, I don't know, it's a little hodgepodge of everything here. We were going to go with DIE, like the versatile company, but DIE, that's pretty German Dutchman sounding. So we went with the Y, DY, like Dynatones, Dynastics, Dynadukes, and so that's how we come up. It's the versatile company because what we always try to do, and at least our recordings reflect that, is we take a Dutchman tune and we put it we Polish size it, or we take a Slovenian waltz and we Polish size it, and we pick from all the different genres of polka music, and we just kind of play it in our own way.
Gotcha. And let me ask you this. What personal favorite genre of music do you listen to when you're not listening to polkas?
Ooh, well, the other day was it 2 weeks ago, I did about 8 hours of radio in my studio. I couldn't take it anymore, so I put on a Fleetwood Mac album.
Oh, yeah.
Boston, Pat Benatar, Billy Joel, Steely Dan. I love all that stuff. Then I get into the jazz stuff like Earl Klugh. Oh, one of your bands from your Buffalo area, Spyro Gyra.
Oh, wow.
I've seen them probably 10 times here in the cities. They've come through different times, and I think I got almost all their recordings.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that, the jazz fusions, and it's good. And yeah, I get into some old country, but we got stations around here that can play that kind of stuff. So if I want a little bit more something, Gordon Lightfoot, just some really obscure stuff. Just to kind of cleanse the palate.
That's some nice stuff for sure. Hey, I want to talk a little bit about Diversico, the band that you have now. Tell us about some of the musicians that you have playing for you.
Well, again, we got my son Christopher on drums and concertina. We switch around and do some honky music where I jump back on the drums and then he plays concertina. We ran into a little issue this summer. My sax player, he's been with me from the start. He's from Weyerhaeuser, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Gary Dusicki. He was changing a light bulb in his kitchen second weekend of June and fell off the ladder and broke his right femur bone.
Oh.
So I just talked to him this last week, and he's just slowly starting to walk now. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
so we've been kind of fudging here and getting pickup people helping us out to at least get through the year. I don't think he's going to be able to play anymore this year, let alone walk or drive.
Oh.
He's about 2 hours away. But Gary is our sax horn player. We also have Bernie Kozlowski, originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yep, I know Bernie very, very well.
And he plays with about 20 different bands here. I tell you, he's his lip is one of the most solidest, and he's helping out us on stuff. We also have Mike Selecki.
Yep, Mike.
Who he's always with the Ray Dorschner Rainbow Valley Dutchman group and a lot of the Dutchman bands. And on bass, currently, we have Kurt Traska, who is actually the bass player for Polish Connection.
Yeah, and I got the chance to talk to Kurt and interview him, and I'm hoping that we get some time before this year to be able to talk to Bernie Kozlowski, also to, to Mike, and I also want to talk to Robin. I've seen that Robin has played a few jobs with you on bass.
Yeah, she did a good 5-6 year run now, and now her and her husband reformed their band. So she can't help us out anymore. So I gotta again farm out to go with other people. But yeah, so they got their own thing going again, and which is fine. Like the competitiveness and it's more music out there. That's all that matters, I guess.
Exactly. Are there a lot of bands out there performing in your area, or is it kind of shy like it is here in the Buffalo market?
I would say it would be shy. When the COVID thing hit, we lost the German dance hall. We lost a ballroom, some other senior dances type thing. We have a polka club here, the Midwest Polka Association. They actually had a dance today.
Oh.
It's still going on, I think, in the next 10 minutes, wrapping up a dance. So they do a monthly dance. There are ballrooms in the area, primarily Dutchman. And what do we have? We got my band. There's about 5 different Polish bands in our state, and we're all working maybe once or twice a month at that.
Gotcha. And let's see here. I'm just scrolling through some of these comments. Bernadette Sevzik Jamber is also saying hello to you, Craig.
Oh, Bernie, she's another one of my girlfriends. Her and Mary Lou. That's awesome.
And let's see here. And, so I got a whole bunch of questions that I want to ask you. Do you speak Polish at all?
I do not. I can sing it fairly well.
Yes.
I always had a good compliment from John Gura. We were on the second cruise with, I don't know who was all on, Stephanie and Jimmy K and all these kind of a hodgepodge of polka stars and stuff like that. And my band kind of played most of the time. And all of a sudden, John comes up to the stage. He goes, "Now, Craig, now, let me get this right. You're not Polish, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not Polish." He goes, "I got people at my table that came along with me on this trip. They think you're Polish. You sing better Polish than Polish people." And I'm like, and coming from John, that's a heck of a compliment. So
you are absolutely right, sir. Most definitely.
But I take it pretty serious. I have different people that help me out with words. And even when I moved down to the cities and started going to broadcasting school, I actually took some lessons. And it's ongoing. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
Some songs are harder than others, but and now I'm getting to the point where I'm actually, the words are, I can understand what the song is about now, which is really cool.
Good deal. And now you've recorded a lot. Tell us about some of the studios that you've recorded in.
Oh, well, I've been in Peppermint, a couple, one with Roger Bright, one with David Austin. That was pretty cool. Working with the one and only Gary Rainey.
Oh yeah.
There was a studio here, Track Studio, Norton Llewellyn. We did. I failed to mention the Chmielewski Band. Jeez.
Oh.
Did several recordings with them, and recorded at that studio. Also, the Jolly Zook Brothers. He has a studio. It has. He better blow the dust off of it if he wants to come back. He's up north about an hour and a half. Otherwise, a lot of it's just homemade stuff. I did some recording with Carl Hardwig. It was in his bus. He had it all set up in his bus with the snake and the microphones, and we did recordings right in his bus.
Is that right? Now you're talking a regular, like a school bus or a coach?
No, this would have been it's a coach.
Okay.
And it was
wow.
It was like Lutheran, on the side it said Lutheran Baptist Male Choir or something like that. And of course the bus is just full of empty beer cans, and it's a party in there constantly, and he's got his studio set up in there.
Interesting.
He doesn't have the bus anymore, but
yeah. Interesting. How about, do you have a favorite band that you never performed with or played in, but you always wanted to, past or present?
Oh my. Well, Diatones would have been a cool one to play with, or Brass Connection, something like that from the 80s era. Even the Sounds, that would have been really cool to play with one of those bands or do a sub.
Yeah.
I did do a couple sub jobs with Polka Town Sound. That was pretty cool.
Another great band.
And I know all those guys upside down, and actually Julio, the sax, clarinet player, trumpet player, he was with my band for about 5 years on bass, and he's going to actually help us out on some gigs this fall.
Oh,
in lieu of Gary not being able to play.
Nice. So. Well, please tell him I said hello, because I have not seen him since my Dynatone days playing in Wisconsin for Zielinski's Ballroom over there.
Oh, sure.
For Mr. Stachinski.
Yep, Elvin Stasinski downtown. Yeah. They don't run that downtown anymore. They just do everything on the grounds now.
Yeah, and that's nice too. And talking with a lot of folks, Jerry Pitt, your son, I've talked to a lot of musicians, and they say that Polka Family usually is one of the bands that light that stage up over in Pulaski, Wisconsin.
Oh, it's nuts now. The last 3 years, and I told Hank that same thing. I go, they wouldn't be able to have a Pulaski Polka Days without you, Hank. He's like, "Oh, Greg, don't say that. And, but there's like 300-400 people deep in front of that stage.
Oh yeah.
In the last 3 years, now there's these younger kids. They're body surfing.
I've seen that. Yes, I have seen that.
I'm a little leery of that, scared of that. I mean, if the girl comes your way and if you don't keeper held up there, and I don't know. It's a little nervous about that, but they've done it for the last 3 years, body surfing in front of the bands.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. They'd get me up there, and I'd be in the hospital in about 5 seconds. Actually,
you got it.
I
yes.
would be on my head for sure. Hey, Craig, tell me the largest crowd that you ever performed for.
Ooh. Wow. Could be a couple of them. I remember doing Minnesota State Fair every day. I think it's at 4:00. They have a parade that goes through the fairgrounds, and it used to run right in front of the grandstand. And this was one of the years I was playing with Ernie Mazurik's White Eagle Concertina Band, and we were also part of a Polka Lovers Club float. They were dancing on the float, and we were playing, and we made that turn down by the grandstand, and all I saw was cabbage heads. I just saw people's heads, and people are yelling out my name, and I'm like, all I saw was people. I never experienced that before in my life. Probably, and another one would be the amphitheater up at Iron World Discovery Center. The days when I was backing up Frankie Yankovic, Myron Florin, and that amphitheater was just heaving with people, and it's maybe 2,000-3,000 people on that day. It was a very nice day out, and every seat was taken, and that was pretty cool playing for that.
Craig, tell us about the head rush. I've got to mention this. Tell us about the head rush that you had with Myron Florin and Frankie Yankovic. I mean, that had to be, you had to be on cloud 9.
Yeah, well, that, and I also backed up Dick Contino. That was a pretty good one too. That one, Lady of Spain. And I practiced that thing. That was like a 3-hour trip up there, and that tape just kept playing over and over and over until I got it down. And yeah, it is really cool to play with people like that. I remember sitting in the back room. Myron Florin he's playing Roll Out the Barrel on his left hand of his accordion. Practicing as a warm-up. He's just the buttons, and he's playing Roll Out the Barrel. I'm like, holy cow. And Yankovic, I guess I would be more charged. My head rush would be to play and record with Joey Misculin. That guy he's amazing. He's funny. He's down to earth, and he's just one amazing musician.
Sheesh. Hey, Vinny Lex says to say hello from Columbus, Ohio.
Alrighty.
And also Carol Schminsky also says hello to Mr.
I know
Craig
who that
Ebel.
is. Sure.
Yeah. Hey,
that's awesome.
So some of the musicians that you've shared the stage with, that has just been like top-notch musicians all around, all age groups. It's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, with like playing with this crazy Carl. I mean, the guy is probably the most fantastic concertina player I've ever worked with, and he makes it look so easy. He can play in every key on just one concertina.
On one box? Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Oh, it's tough. I can't do it. I can't do it. But yeah, working with him, working with Joey, being part of the Lawrence Welk stuff with Myron, which was really cool. One year, I backed him up 1 year, and I was to be backing him up the next year, and I had to stop at a wayside rest to go up this Iron World Discovery Center. It's about 3.5 hours north of here. Mm-hmm. Again, all Iron Range, all Slovenian music mostly. And I stop at a wayside rest, and I look at the brochures, and I'm like, what the heck? Here's an Iron World brochure. And here I am in the background backing up Myron Florin. And I thought I just grabbed a handful. I thought that was so cool.
Here.
That and it was colored, too. I was wearing a red jacket. Imagine that. And then there was another time I was supposed to hook up with Joey and Frank Yankovic, and we were all going to go out for breakfast or something like that. Mm-hmm. Frank's like, meet me in room 202 or something like that. And the same thing, as I'm walking through the lobby of the hotel, here's the Hibbing, the Hibbing Times, the Hibbing newspaper. And there we are, right on the front page, America's Polka King, and I'm on the drums in the background. It's little things like that. I think that is so cool, and I'm very fortunate that I've come across a few things like that.
Amen to that, brother. Hey, also, do you have a favorite song that you like to play or sing when you're on stage?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, the shower doesn't count.
No, the shower don't count
No,
anymore.
the shower don't count if you're singing. Nope, it's got to be
I'm
either on stage
I'm a
or
legend in my own shower. Man, I don't know.
don't have a favorite, huh?
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. We like to play Krakowiak number 5, or polka number 5 polka, or Nabalu, I think it is also known as. That we've kind of dubbed that our Northeast Minneapolis national anthem. It's played instrumentally, and I think every Polish polka band, even some of the Dutchman bands, have played that. That's a go-to song. I always like that song just to play, to sing. It could be anything. I don't know. I really don't have a favorite that stands out.
You know, I ask a lot of guys and gals this. Did you ever imagine in your wildest dreams that your career would have led you down the path of who you are today?
Maybe. I know in my high school yearbook, there's a picture of me sitting at the drums in the jazz band, the high school jazz band, and it was something. I had some comment that I wrote down. I enjoy seeing, the dancers out there on the dance floor and to make them happy. And I remember that's something like that. And I'm just paraphrasing out of my yearbook, but to get to a certain point. I mean, this isn't star money by no means.
Yep, we all know that.
And we gotta travel. I mean, this coming weekend I play in Madison, Wisconsin 2 nights, and also Saturday afternoon in West Bend, Wisconsin, outside of Milwaukee.
So how long will that take? How long will that take you to get there from home?
5 hours.
Oh.
It's about 4.5. Yeah, 4.5, 5 hours to Madison, and it's probably about 2.5 hours up to West Bend, and then we got to turn around and we play again Saturday at Madison, and then Sunday I'm doing 2 vocals with Ray's Jolly Chaps. And I got to go somewhere over by La Crosse, Wisconsin, and cut 2 different vocals for their new CD they want to come out with. So I got a full flown weekend here again. Beautiful. Of running around.
Now,
but I'm home Labor Day weekend, thank goodness.
Oh, there you go. Now, let me ask you this too, if I may. Do you have a day job? And if you do, please don't divulge the company that you work for. But tell us a little bit about what you've done or what you do. Well,
right now I do not have a full-time full-time job. I strictly do playing. Again, working with several different bands. I think this September is probably my busiest month the whole year. Oh, wow. Every weekend I'm playing, and of course with the radio show, it's if I want to make money at it, I need to sell advertising through the show. So
sure,
that's kind of what I've been doing now.
Sure, gotcha. Well, I can't believe that we're looking at 6:02 Eastern Time, 5:02 your time. But I want to ask you a couple more questions, and these are the most important questions. And that is, do you have a favorite breakdown story where you've driven to a job or coming home from a job and everything just went south with the vehicle or whatever?
Yeah, Chris told me that you had a breakdown question or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's been, a couple of flat tires. Alternator went out on one band. Another flat tire went out with Carl's thing. Nothing quite outstanding like that. I can share one story where we were almost vaporized on I-80 coming out of Davenport, Iowa.
Oh, wow.
And it was one of these things. We were with Roger Bright. We were headed to Pittsburgh, Kansas, to play a weekend alongside Don Lipovac, also another very, very fine accordion player. And we just got done eating. We got done eating at, I think it was the Texas Roadhouse. And Denny, the banjo player, he goes on the back seat. He starts snoring right away. He snores all the time. And Roger, and it was just one of those icky days. And it was on the edge. It was either 30 degrees, 32 degrees, 31 degrees. And it drizzled. And it's like, we just kind of keep going. And Roger used to drive fast. That guy would drive 90, 95. No big deal. He'll put it down and go. Well, we just get over a hill on this I-80, and all we see is brake lights. Well, here the rain turned to ice. It was like a flash freeze.
Oh, wow.
And so he locks up his brakes, and he's weaving in and out of cars and trucks and stuff, just weaving in and out, and he's trying to get off to the side to grab some gravel, try to slow us down. But honest to God, the odometer is just it's pegged at 85, 90, and I'm like, holy, I'm nervous, and then we just barely clip this one guy, and horns are honking at us, and we all kind of look at each other, and then we look up, and here's a tanker truck. And I'm like, oh, great. That's the headline. Polka band vaporized on I-80.
I shouldn't laugh about that. And you know what? We can laugh about it now, but it was probably so intense when it was happening.
Oh, it was. I mean, finally, Roger, he did get pulled over off to the side, grab some gravel. And, Roger, he's kind of a comedian. He goes, so any of you guys got to change your underwear? And we almost could have. And then Denny, the banjo player, he wakes up singing Moja Dekla. He missed the whole thing. He's, what did I miss? Nothing. So he starts singing Moja Dekla and goes back to sleep. Crazy. That was probably the most scariest time.
I think that's the top prize right there. Holy smokes, of all of the people that we have asked that question, I think that is probably the most interesting, most exciting, and death-defying, if you will. I mean, especially with that tank.
Yeah, tires and when I was playing with John Philipchak, we did a weekend. We did Bayway Polish Home. We did Pulaski Park.
Oh, wow.
And John just got a brand new trailer. Just got it. It's the debut. It's the what do you call it? The first time we're carrying this trailer, and we're somewhere in Sandusky, Ohio.
Okay.
And our bass player, Dwight, at the time, happens to walk around, looks at the tongue of the trailer, and there's a big crack just formed.
Oh.
And it's like, oh my God. So we actually found a place that did welding for semis and stuff. The guy didn't like polka music, so Dwight and I break out the concertinas, and we're just, in the rain playing concertina, and he's welding the tongue of this trailer before it totally comes apart from the whatever. So that was a little scary. If that would have lost the trailer, that would have been not good.
Jeez, whiz. Well, Craig, I want to first of all thank you ever so much for taking the time this afternoon out of your busy Sunday, or even if it wasn't busy, it's time to spend with Chris and family. So we do thank you very much for that. But I have one more question for you, and that is, what would Craig Ebel say to someone that is just getting started in music or wants to get started in music? It can be any genre of music whatsoever, or maybe they want to become an IJ or a DJ. What advice would you give to this person?
Well, I would say practice, and listen to old records and imitate what these musicians are doing, or learn from, if you want to go into broadcasting, learn as much about it as you can. There's good stuff to broadcasting, a lot of bad stuff to it, but learn to articulate and get names right, and if a musician, just practice along with albums. I used to work at a music store years ago, and Jeff Picaro from Toto, he did a drum clinic, and finally he got upset because, well, how do you do that bass drum thing, and how do you do this? And he stopped. He goes, listen here, go to a Salvation Army and buy a bunch of records. Just buy 100 albums and just start playing along with them. Wow. And that was probably the coolest thing I ever heard out of a rock musician. But he was getting kind of upset. How do you do this? How do you do, do you flim flam? Do you do a double paradiddle, whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, that's in that. And Robin is, and Jerry too there. I just want to say I've always admired your career from the Trelltones days to the Sounds to Dynatones. And then, of course, all the different local bands that you've, I think you were with Focus for a while. And the
Big
Touch.
Steve and the Bel Airs, the Touch. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Big Steve. You did a Phil Chrysler album 2 years ago.
Oh, gosh. Now you're that was back in the 70s. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I know all about you.
Now you are bringing it back for me. Holy cow.
There you go. You have to pull that one out and play it for everybody.
Yeah, there you are. I actually have that, believe it or not. I think I got that from, if I'm not mistaken, Todd Zaganyets may have sent that to me back in the early 2020 era when everybody was undergoing the COVID pandemic issue, and we had a lot of folks that were tuned in for that. But he had mentioned that, and he says, "Hey, I've got a copy of this. Do you want it?" And he FTP'd it over to us or Dropboxed it or whatever. But was really, really nice. And Craig, thank you so much for that very, very nice compliment. That is greatly appreciated, sir.
Oh, anytime. I do. Or you had that cassette out, me, myself, and I. I heard that the first time. I'm like, wow, this guy really knows how to play.
That was well, I wouldn't say that, but it's amazing what you can do in a studio, right? But
yes.
That was in 1985, and then in 2005, I released the second one called "Going Out in Style."
Yes, with the big limousine. I love that too.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. Well, Craig, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. I love you, buddy, as a brother, and I really, really can't say enough about today's interview. And also, Jerry, of course, wants to say thanks as well.
Yes,
for taking the time to be here.
I listened the whole time I was downstairs.
She
pins and needles.
Yeah.
No, it's great. If you ever want to do this again, don't hesitate to reach out, and love to talk some more. And anytime you want to just reach out, I can tell you some great stories that cannot be heard on internet radio or then some. I got some dandy ones.
Now, that might not be a bad idea. Since I have your phone number here, I just may do that sometime.
Sounds good.
Oh, amazing. Hey, folks, again, thank you so much, Craig.
All right, thank you.
All right. And again, folks, that Craig Ebel from Minnesota. Holy smokes, the Diversico Band. And we've got a nice little tune that we're going to play for you guys right now. How about we slow it down, get a beautiful waltz. Here's one called Play Little Gypsy.
Zeganie, zagraj mi jeszcze raz, zagraj mi pięknie miłości, bo mnie ucieka czas. Zagraj mi pięknie miłości, bo mnie ucieka czas. Pójdę w świat, nam 18 lat. Znajdę taką dziewczynę, która mi serce da. Znajdę taką dziewczynę, która mi serce da. Serce i duszę, odda wszystko, co ma. Dam je buzi na drogę, pójdę daleki świat. Dam je buzi na drogę, pójdę daleki świat.
Yeah, what a fantastic voice, an excellent musician. And not only that, but as you guys know, it takes somebody with a personality to be able to be where he has been and put himself, and where God's actually put him. But just amazing talent there. Mr. Craig Ebel, thank you once again. Hey, Craig and I were just talking off air, and I'd mentioned the Zabava thing, so we want to make sure that we let you guys know about what's going on next week, or should I say this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 23rd, 24th, 25th. I'll try to do this in my best Kenny Olowin voice. Hold on a second.
Prepare yourself for another Zabava experience. August 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Erie, PA. Featuring Lenny Kamolka and the Chicago Push. Ryan Joseph from Alan Jackson's band and Didio Grudney from Nashville. Together for a stellar performance on Friday night. On Saturday, don't miss the Marvels and the Cosmics in the afternoon. And the Fantastic Maestros Band on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, we will feature Frankie Lishka and Blue Magic. And get this, admission is free. Of course, the homemade Polish food is the real star. All made by Holy Trinity volunteers on site with love. It doesn't get much better than this, so join us for our 31st Holy Trinity Zabava, August 23rd, 24th, and 25th in Erie, PA. For more information, go to holytrinityrc.org. Zabava, Erie, PA.
And we keep saying it, folks. We are not on next week Sunday, or Saturday, actually. Saturday and Sunday, we're taking off. We're actually leaving Friday right after work and heading down to Erie, Pennsylvania to hang with the big guy, Mr. Ken Olowin, who just celebrated his 40th anniversary in polka music. Not necessarily in DJing, because he has been doing that for quite some time. But it was just nice to be able to chat with him and have him send us these awesome tidbits and different sound bites of the advertisements of what he's doing. But we do want to say thank you so much, as we always do around this time, for putting us on. Hey, we've got somebody else that we want to get a chance to give a shout to on the telephone. But before we do that, let's bring up a song right now by Frankie Lishka and the Blue Magic. Here's one called Done Deal off of that brand new recording, Thanks a Lot. Hey, here's a guy we're going to be catching on Friday night over at Zabava. Here's Lenny Gomolka, Chicago Push.
Every now and then, with paper and a pen, I push myself to write a song or two. Songs about my wife, my son, my daughter's life, and special friends I'd like to share with you. Here's one for my buddy, so talented and funny. If you recall, he stood here next to me. He made quite a name in the Polka Hall of Fame, but then he chose to exit quietly.
Have you heard about our friend? He won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine.
How can I condense the years and years we spent in only these few measures of a song? Memories to convey, so much more to say, an empty place on stage where he belongs. Always had some laughs, we always had some fun, and yes, we'd sure indulge in 2 or 3. But somewhere in this song, something's very wrong, 'cause he should still be singing here with me.
Have you heard about our friend? He won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine. Have you heard about our friend? He won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine.
Man, what a great tune. Lenny Gomolka, Chicago Push. Hey, we're going to say hello to Kayla Marie. She is here, Mr. Michael Stupinski.
And Lisa and Greg
Skowronek. Yes, from
They said, hello,
Seaville.
good people. Great show
Yeah,
today.
I
Have a
didn't-
wonderful week and a great birthday weekend ahead. Have a drink for me and Greg.
There we
I
go.
will have the drink
Yeah, of course you will.
for everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
For you.
There you go. Hey, how about a Maestro's Men tune? Here's one called Holiday in Poland.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Stephen Kaminsky from the International Polka Association, and I have some exciting news. The judges for the 5th annual IPA Young Songwriters Competition have listened and scored all the fantastic song submissions and are pleased to announce this year's top 2 finalists. Here they are in alphabetical order by composer. Dancing on Sunshine by Karen Gutzev. Karen is a previous first-place winner with her song One and Only from 2021.
Every word I hear, you lift me up higher. I'm dancing on sunshine. I'm dancing on air. I'm dancing on sunshine. I'm dancing on air.
And our other finalist, To the Hills by Robert Hokamp. So congratulations to our 2 finalists of the 5th annual IPA Young Songwriters Competition. But who will take home the $1,000 top prize? The winner will be announced at the IPA Awards Banquet during the IPA Festival and Convention in Cranberry, Pennsylvania this Labor Day weekend.
Boy, I'll tell you, I don't know what is wrong with that choppiness, but it does happen.
If you want to see it, go on to YouTube, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it on
it
YouTube?
It sure is.
Go
IPA,
see it on YouTube. Go to IPA.
Young Songwriters.
Listen to the songs. They're both really good, and I'm anxious to see who is
wins.
actually going to win.
Yeah,
But you
us
can
too.
go on there and check them out.
Hey, how about a nice little obedic coming up here, and then we're going to be bringing someone else to the telephone, and we will let you know who that is in just a couple of minutes here. But let's go ahead and play a song by the beat. Here's one called Wishes Come True, Obedic.
If I could make wishes come true, darling, I'd wish to spend my life with you. We'd travel the world far away, happy together each
go, a little bit of the beat. And we are fortunate enough to have a young lady on our live line here. And she is going to be talking a little bit about the 57th anniversary of the Polka Booster Club of America. And we are talking about none other than Mindy Teets. Mindy, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Beautiful. And you are coming through loud and clear, too. We're going to have Jerry just mention a little bit about this, read a little bit into it, if you would, Jer.
So it is the Polka Booster Club of America, which is big. And they're celebrating their 57th anniversary, which is exciting, on September 29th, 2024. Doors open at 1, dancing from 2 to 6, and one of the hottest bands out there is going to be playing. It is Dynabrass.
Joe Zaleski.
Yes, yes. If we didn't live so far away from Wyandotte, Michigan, we might be attending.
That's about a little 5.5, 6 hour ride.
A little bit more. There is a member's price and a guest price, which I'm sure Mindy's going to talk about.
Yeah.
But if you're not a member of the club, you should be, because it is Polka Boosters of America. And I believe that membership is open to everybody in America.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Mindy will let us know on that too.
Hey, Mindy, so tell us a little bit about this. And then you also have some other important news about a big raffle coming up in September.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I am the president of the Polka Booster Club of America, and we're kicking off our dancing season on September 29th. Like Jerry said, it's at the PRCUA Hall, number 162 in Wyandotte, Michigan. That's where we hold most of our dances there. Members are $17 and guests are $20. If you would like to join, you can join at the dance, or you can go to our website, polkaboosterclubamerica.com, and you can become a member there, and we have lots of other good information there as well.
Excellent. Now tell us, because you were sharing something with me a little bit earlier, tell us about this big raffle and how people can get a hold of some raffle tickets.
Sure, thank you. So there's a gentleman in Royal Oak, Michigan, who sells Polish wayside or Marian shrines. And I got in touch with him yesterday, and he is going to make us a beautiful 32-inch wayside garden shrine. It's made out of 100% cedar wood, and it'll be painted red in honor of our Polish heritage. Tickets are six tickets for $5. And anybody can buy a ticket. The drawing will be at our dance, at our Polish American Heritage Month dance on October 13th. And I have not officially announced it yet, so this is the first time we're getting the news out. So what we'll do is visit our website or our Facebook page, and I'll have details there. Our Facebook page is, if you go on Facebook, you can search for Polka Booster Club of America, and I'll have details there as to how to get tickets. But you can live anywhere, Michigan, or or Midwest, anywhere in the world, and you can buy a ticket, and the proceeds are going to benefit our club.
Okay, now, do you want to give that email address
Yes.
that they can get a hold of you? Now, you do accept checks if they want to send an actual a check to you. Of course, not via email, but you also have PayPal too, do you not?
Yes, we do have PayPal. So I will have all the details of that on our Facebook page. For more information, you can send me an email. The email address is polkaboosterclubofamerica@gmail.com. That's polkaboosterclubofamerica@gmail.com. Or you can give me a call at 734-787-7523.
give that number one more time so people had a chance to grab a pen and jot it down.
Absolutely. That is area code 734-787-7523.
Beautiful. Hey, Mindy, well, thanks a lot. Congratulations on that 57th anniversary. And Jerry and I, of course, are going to be out of town this coming weekend, but the following weekend we will make sure that we advertise this. We'll also have a picture of the shrine. I know you were kind enough to send that too, but I didn't get a chance to grab it in time. But we'll make sure that we do that. And maybe we'll even get a chance to call you again, just so that you can refresh everybody's memory. All righty?
That sounds good.
Hey, Mindy.
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey, no, thank you. And you have yourself a wonderful week, young lady.
You guys too. Thank you.
Thanks. And Mindy Teets, of course, out of Michigan. And don't forget, that is that big 57th anniversary of the Polka Booster Club of America. And that takes place the 29th of September of 2024. That's right around the corner, kids. I can't believe it. Doors open at 1 p.m. Music from 2 to 6 by none other than Joe Zaleski and the Dyna Brass. And you know how those guys are right now. They are on fire. So you want to make sure that you get a chance. And let's go ahead and play a tune off of their 10 and 5, because that is the latest recording. Here's one called on One for the Road.
Well, we're all having fun with friends. We don't want this night to end. We want to hear you sing along. If you know the words, let's sing the song. One for the road, let's sing it one more time. There's nothing like a polka tune.
little bit of One for the Road. That is Chase on the vocal with the Dynabrass. You know, we're excited because we're going to have a lot of folks on for some interviews on upcoming broadcasts. Just to let you know a few, Andrew Kaczmarski is going to be joining us, the old Focus drummer. Of course, he's playing now with not only the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars, but also Eddie Biegai's band too. So you can catch him on stage playing the drums. And we also want to make mention too, here is the beautiful
It's gorgeous.
shrine, that is made of wood, I think she said, correct?
I believe
And,
so.
yeah,
I
and
see the wood.
yeah, and
ceramic.
And I don't know if that's ceramic or not. It sure looks like it.
It
But
does.
either way, it is going to be, that is going to be raffled off.
remember
So
my
you
name
want to
most
make
of the
sure, I know.
You're quizzing me
But it
about
was nice.
wood.
It was nice to be able to have Mindy on the broadcast here with us today, and we're going to bring her on again at some point. But we just wanted to let you know, take a it's 100% cedar. That is
Very
what she is
nice.
saying right
Okay,
there.
very nice.
100% cedar.
That's incredible.
Wow.
then.
Yeah, that's unreal. And again, you know, you can reach her at the telephone number that she had provided.
I got it right here.
And
It is area code 734.
Yeah.
787.
Yeah.
7523.
One more time.
734-787-7523.
7523.
Mine will be painted red.
And that is awesome. Yes, and we want to also make sure the shrine, she said, will be painted red. The stock photo shown in green, but it will be all
That's
in
even
red.
better.
And that's, yeah, most definitely. All right, folks. Hey, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark. We are looking at about 15 minutes left before we actually bid you a fond farewell and a dobranoc. We do thank you ever so much for putting us on. As Jerry and I always say, if you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
You're tuned to Polkas After Dark. Let's get a live version here of Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones, a little bit of Chicago Town Polka.
Traveled around the countryside, I've been both here and there. I've seen the gals in other towns, there's none that can compare. North and south and east and west, there's just one place for me. It's known as the Windy City, it's the place to be. Oh, I wish I was back in Chicago town, Chicago town tonight. Oh, I miss those gals in Chicago town, Chicago town tonight. I should have never left Chicago as a little boy. I should have stayed right at home back in Illinois. Oh, I wish I was back in Chicago town, Chicago town tonight. I've been all over this land of ours, I've really moved around. From coast to coast, I've traveled and roamed its cities and small towns. With my band, I've toured this land, oh, you were gonna play a song about my favorite place in the good old USA. Oh, I wish I was back in Chicago town, Chicago town tonight. Oh, I miss those gals in Chicago town, Chicago town tonight. I should have never left Chicago as a little boy. I should have stayed right at home
yeah, a little bit of Eddie Blazonczyk live. Chicago Town Polka. Here's a tune by the Buffalo Touch featuring Mr. Kenny Michalski on the vocal. And it's happening tomorrow, just a little too soon. But here's one called the Monday Morning Polka. Hey, we're going to say hi once again to Mr. Kalisek, also to his lovely missus. We're going to say hi to Helena Garbach, Sharon Golden, and Tommy, also Marcia Rocca-Moscato, and of course, Mindy Teets.
Rano, kosi ojciec siano, kosi ojciec, kosi ja, kosieliśmy obydwa, kosi ojciec, kosi ja, kosieliśmy obydwa, a we wtorek rano, graby ojciec siano, graby ojciec, graby ja, grabiliśmy obydwa, graby ojciec, graby ja, grabiliśmy obydwa. Rano, siedał ojciec siano, siedał ojciec, siedał ja, siedaliśmy obydwa, siedał ojciec, siedał ja, siedaliśmy obydwa, a w sobotę rano siepił ojciec siano, siepił ojciec, siepił ja, siepiliśmy obydwa, siepił ojciec, siepił ja, siepiliśmy obydwa.
Michalski singing one for you guys right there Monday morning, which everybody always dreads. Hey, you know, Carolyn Michalski just mentioned that she loves this, and Kenny's birthday is Tuesday coming up. He would have been 74. Another great August birthday.
Yes.
Everybody that's great
Yes.
is born in August. Did you notice that?
Well, almost
Jeez,
everybody.
that's a lot of people.
Almost everybody.
Well, let's see. I was born in August.
Anybody
Michelle
in
was-
August is pretty great. How's
Michelle
that?
Boychuk was born in August. Marcia Moscato was born in August. Linda Petrozeski was born in August. Who are we missing? We got a lot more people
Ann.
there. Oh, Ann Samara, born in August.
And
We're
the
gonna
guy
see a
that
bunch
was
of
on earlier.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Mr. Lack.
Yeah.
That's right.
Vinny.
Vinny
Sorry.
Lack. Yeah, that's
He's
right.
trying. And Dave Lasowski.
Dave Lasowski, he's another one. See, everybody in August. Nobody's born in any other month. Everybody, all the great people. Okay? Other people are born like in September, October, November, January, February. Yeah, well, those. But am I digging myself deep into
So
a
deep.
hole here? All right. Hey, let's bring another song up then
Okay.
by Kenny. Why don't we do that? Here's the Bright Star. This was his signature tune.
Yes.
If everybody remembers this, he used to play this and sing this all the time. And I have said it before. I will say it again forever and ever. If you close your eyes and you heard him sing, even a cappella, he didn't have to have music behind him, it would always sound like Lush.
Świeci gwiazdeczka wesoło, świeci gwiazdeczka wesoło. Moja dziewczyna dziewczyna, moja dziewczyna kocha drugiego, kocha chłopaka drugiego, kocha chłopaka drugiego. Moja gwiazdeczka się zasmuciła, moja gwiazdeczka się zasmuciła. Wróćcie dziewczyno dziś do mnie, wróćcie dziewczyno dziś do mnie. To pierścioneczek, ładnie pierścioneczek, kupię dla ciebie. To pierścioneczek, ładnie pierścioneczek, kupię dla ciebie. Świeci gwiazdeczka wesoło, świeci gwiazdeczka wesoło. Moja dziewczyna kocha drugiego. Moja dziewczyna kocha drugiego.
Happy birthday, Kenny. We miss you something awful, buddy. Hey, Jerry and I got a chance to say this before, but we're going to say it again. We do thank you ever so much for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
Hey, and also, once again, folks, please remember, make a note, there is no broadcast of Polkas After Dark next week, Saturday or Sunday, because Jerry and I are going to be celebrating my birthday Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, although it's Sunday, the 25th of August. That's why I mentioned all those great people are born in August. Did you know that? And celebrate birthdays in August.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are other months with
Yeah.
other great people.
Yeah, oh, well, other people. Yeah, I don't know if they're really as great as all of us. But hey, Chris Ebel says, great show as always, Robin and Jerry. Dad had a great time. Thanks for asking him to be on.
That's
well,
awesome.
Craig
That's a
had
great interview.
Craig had a fantastic time because I had a fantastic time interviewing him, and just what a great personality. A lot of stories. I mean, I just can't believe all of these stories that Mr. Ebel had. Let's see. So, Carol Schminsky, we're going to say good evening to you once again. Have yourself a great week. Donna Zielinski, you too, sweetie. Have yourself a wonderful week. Vanessa Nemchuk, good evening to you. And Lori Russin is here too. So, Lori, again, folks, have yourself a wonderful week. Here is another tune by the Stephen Kaminsky Dream Team number 3, a.k.a. Legends and Fables. You guys are going to go to sleep at night, dream of this song, and you're going to be singing it tomorrow morning.
I will be singing it all day.
As soon as you wake up.
Take a look around, tell me what you see. I can feel the sunshine beating down on me. You ask me what you wanna do, I'll tell you what I say. I don't really mind, just keep those clouds away. Driving round through the city.
Sorry, but we had to do it, kids.
Tam kelner już zasnął, tu parkiet bez gości, a ty po raz enty grasz tę pieśń o miłości.
That's the beginning, just one of the clues. You've had your first lesson in learning the blues.
Ten dym z papierosa, co miał zmącić pamięć i zatrzeć jej obraz, nie pomoże ci wcale.
You're only burning a torch you can't lose, but you're on the right track for learning the blues. When you're at home alone, the blues will taunt you constantly.
Gdy przed nim zwiewasz w tłum, ten blues dogania jak złe psy. W tę noce, gdy nie śpisz, czas trawisz szlochając.
But you can't forget her, soon you even stop trying. You want that floor and wear out your shoes. When you feel your heart break, you're learning the blues.
Gdy w domu jesteś sam, ten blues bez przerwy z ciebie drwi.
When you're out in a crowd, those blues will haunt your memory. The nights when you don't sleep, that whole night you're crying.
Lecz jej nie zapomnij, wkrótce dasz za wygraną.
Oh, you want the floor, and you'll wear out your shoes.
Gdy serce złamane,
już
wiesz co to blues.
When you feel your heart break, you're learning the blues.